Hello guys, now you see totally destroyed nails of my client. Her name is Luba and she just gave a birth to a daughter. Yeah guys, the miracle has happened. And now I'm happy to transform these nails. I'm gonna do the miracle in 1 hour. I will change these dirty hands and destroyed nails to perfection. I promise you to show you amazing nail design. And I also want to speak with you about the problem which I'm thinking about day by day. So let's get started! Many my subscribers who are watching my work, maybe they see that this nail design is not the latest. The matter is that the Luba asked me not to publish some nail designs before the delivery. I mean giving birth to her child. And you know, I also believe in the force of superstition. And the nail design I'm gonna show you is something very personal for her. And now when it's all okay with the health of her baby, we can publish this nail design. And also some of my subscribers ask me why is Luba always pregnant. You know guys, maybe some of you lose something from her story. The matter is that it's her second baby. And nobody believed that such woman with bad health, with difficult conditions of life, that she could have a baby. And especially 2 babies. Maybe my English doesn't allow me to speak in such details about this topic. But I don't want to keep calm. You know, in Russia we call such families, such people with low income. And many people around, and that's driving me crazy. They all say that in such situation poverty breeds poverty. And personally they prefer to have 1 baby. And they used to say that nowadays prices rise day by day and it's not easy to provide 2 or more children. And if we have the kindergarten in our house, we will not have a time to live for ourselves. Of course, I understand such people and maybe in part I'm the same. Because 10 years ago I didn't want to have children. But when my family life has begun, I changed my views on many things. This is before my wife wanted to have children. I think a lot of things depends on woman. I mean how many children will be in family. Maybe in our countries or other cultures, men decide everything, but I think that Russian women are maybe responsible enough in this question, and they always have influence on their husbands. Of course, this is the instinct for women to have baby. But nowadays I see in Russia and in many European countries, in United States, Canada, it's becoming less popular to have many children. And this depends on many reasons. One of these reasons is the children is becoming something like commerce. Because people are counting their money before having a baby. You know, our grandmothers and grandfathers even never do it. One day I met one of my friend businessmen, and he and her wife had 2 children, and I asked him was he going to have the 3rd child, and he answered, no, I will not such rich. But I know he's rich enough, and I think that it's something like an excuse because they don't want to have more children. And the statistic also says that the richer the country and the lower the number of children birth. So people, when they have money, enough money, when they travel around the world when they eat enough, when they dress perfectly, and it's enough for them to have, for example, one baby and have a good time, just enjoy their life. And you know, the world has changed last 50 years, because my grandparents told me a lot about such large families after the war. I mean World War II. And that was not only the instinct. That time people didn't think about money, and they also never thought about the career of their future children and how much money they could spend on them. You know, nowadays Russian people require the government a lot. They say that their life conditions and income began lower and lower day by day. All industries don't grow, but they forget about one problem: the population. The number of our population is falling down. In the middle of this century we will lose the half of our people, and I know this problem is actual not only for Russia. You know, ethnic group is growing when women have 3 children or more. But now in official statistic we have 1 and 1.5 children for 1 woman. And it's very bad statistic. Women don't want to give birth to their child. And abortion statistic says that we lost about 400 million of children. In 1960 our country started applying abortions, and the game has changed. And I think this is the first problem why we have problems with population. The next problem is, of course, the institution of the family. Now people don't want to live together. The statistic says that the half of couples split up the first year of their family life. Of course, many women don't even have a chance to have children because they are alone. And a lot of men prefer to live alone, to be single. We can call it something like free love. Man will do what he wants. They may change woman day by day. They don't have to think about family income, how to grow up their children. Of course, women will never want to have children in such situation when men are not so serious to be responsible for what they do. And the last problem I want to talk about, the children is becoming something like the trend. I mean, you remember such Instagram photos when mother is taking photo with beautiful child. It seems that children is becoming like thing or object. I think the child is not a car or a gadget. And unfortunately for many people, the child is becoming something like the step one of the step of their life. One of these steps is career. The other step, for example, business, their artistic abilities or something. But our life is not so long to accommodate all these steps. In many Islamic cultures, woman is living only for her children, and not only 1 or 2 children or 3 children. They have more children. And I know for some people it sounds really crazy, but you know, I think it's normal, especially for our country. Many people don't even want to work anywhere, and they even don't have children. And we have millions of such people. Have you ever heard about the term of hedonism? When people live only for having pleasure. and they don't want to think about anybody. They do nothing for anyone, and this is their position. And unfortunately, this is the lifestyle of some of my friends. And of course, I understand such position. Many of them had problems with their family life, and they were forced to live this way. But I want to come back to the main idea of this video. Many of people commented the situation of the Luba, of her pregnancy, of her low income, of her dirty hands. And they say, how could such poor woman who even wash her hands, how could she give birth to one child, to the second child? Why doesn't he clean her nails before visiting her nail technician? You know, guys, I think this woman is greatest. In spite of her hard work, her dirty hands, I admire such people. And if I were her husband, I could spend all my life to help her to grow her amazing children. And this is because I do nails for her for free, and always trying to amaze her something new, something special, like in this case. I hope you guess what the painting is on her nails. And also the second main thing of this video, I want to also such people who used to say bad things about poor people, about immigrants, about bad work of the government, like in my situation. I think they would better to start doing something useful for his or her country. For example, having many children, or help people if you don't have a chance to have children. Maybe in this case you will never have the time to say such things about somebody's life or somebody. And I know most of my viewers are nail technicians. The 1st of June is the day of saving children. I don't know how to say it in English. You know, guys, I will be very happy if somebody of you would stop working in this day and go making baby. Beautiful baby, daughter or son, and I will be the happiest person in this world. If somebody would contact me 9 months later to thank me about this great idea. And you know, guys, I'm absolutely serious, because I'm gonna do the same. This will be something like the greatest flash mob, and I assure you, think about it. And now, guys, let's take a look on the result. We have transformed these hardly destroyed nails, and we transformed them to perfection. I hope, guys, you like this video and you like my message. Hope to hear you and to see next week. I love you guys. See you. Bye.